23andMe's bankruptcy and sale to its co-founder's nonprofit. We'd like to now welcome San Jose State University professor Ahmed Banafa on something called irreversible identifiability, among some other things. So first of all, Professor, thank you for joining us. You have extensive experience in this realm. Upon first blush, what would you say, what was your impression of hearing about not just the data breach that 23andMe had suffered back in 2023, but now the sale to one of its co-founders' nonprofits?
Well, it's the founder, she was trying very hard to get back the company. Even the nonprofit she formed, just called TTAM, it's actually the first letter of 23andMe. It's the 23, and me. That's how she formed that name. So, and he managed to get that to $305 million compared to the competition from a pharma company. So, DNA is a very valuable information. You cannot change it. Once you have the test, it's there. It's about you. And it's not like a password where you can just delete that password or change it or add a few letters and you're done. It's not like a username where you can change it and forget about it. Or even your name, you can legally change your name. Yeah. For the DNA, it's a stamp that you cannot change it. Mm-hmm. It's irreversible. It
is there with you forever. Would you say that the genomics business at a consumer level is not a great idea?
So it's good because that's going to give you information about the predispositions to disease. For example, if anybody used their services, you're going to see they give you a percentage. Well, there's a percentage you're going to have this disease or that disease or something like that. That will be very helpful because it's giving you a chance to go and have a preemptive, steps so you can protect yourself.
Yes. Yeah.
But at the same time, it's the privacy and how can we keep this data from being used in the wrong way. And I'm going to be clear about that. I mean, there are laws to protect the DNA. There is the Genetic Information Non-Discrimination Act, which is covers the health insurance and the employment, but it doesn't cover the other kind of insurance like life insurance and long care insurance and the disability insurance. Or any company with less than 15 employees. They're not covered by this. Now, if somebody get their hands on the data, there are so many things. Number one is this is a very valuable data where you can cross-reference it with other data from other breaches, and you identify that person. A famous person has a disease, and he or she will never talk about it. This could be a blackmail process.
I see.
Another
so
big
it can be
picture.
Weaponized.
Absolutely. And there's another picture. Yeah. The other picture is, one of our enemies, have a let's say that a bioweapon, bioterrorism, where they can look at the distribution of the genes of the people living in the United States and say there is a weakness in certain part. I'm going to develop something that's going to take advantage of that. That's some of the things that we should be worried about.
Very interesting. Well, with just about a minute left, you talk about surreptitious DNA testing. What do you mean by that?
Well, this one, when they take the data without your permission and they give it to a third party without your consent. Now, 23andMe, they have 15 million subscribers or customers, and 80% of them, they give their permission, so we can use it for a good cause, basically cancer and other kind of research. But when they take this information without telling me, and do some research or sell it for marketing or for any other purposes, now you're really taking advantage of my trust.
Yeah.
And this is really where it's really troubling. Now, one last thing I want to say about it. I mean, their business model is really a challenging one because you only do the DNA test once, and that's it. You don't have to do it again and again. And this is why they couldn't grow, they couldn't expand. That's the problem.
That's true. That's such a good point. You're absolutely right about that, Professor Banafa. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. A great conversation.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.